Welcome back to the channel. Right, so you've seen the last episode, the 320D, we just couldn't get it going. So this episode, I'm back working on it again. Fingers crossed, I may have something figured out. But I hope it's right, but let's see. But before that, I'm delighted to announce that I am helping out Carrick Carton. You may know of Nicky Davey and Dean Davey Drifting. These guys own and run Carrick Carton in Carrick and Shannon. We've been talking about this for a long time, so finally it has come true, and I'm helping the lads out with, correct me if I'm wrong, the world's first Irish drift kart championship, indoor drift karting championship. So there's 3 rounds, and by the time you're seeing this, round 1 is done, but round 2 is happening on the 15th of October in Carrick and Shannon. It's Saturday evening, starting around 6 o'clock, and there's going to be roughly 16 to 20 drivers, and we're going to do qualifying, and then we're going to do qualifying into top 16 battles, top 16, top 8, top 4, and finals. So that's round 2, and then round 3 is the 5th of November, and then the final round, which is the final of it, is the 19th of November. 19th of November is the final, and the top 2 from each of the 3 rounds will go through to the final, who they're going to come up against. Conor Shanahan, Jack Shanahan, Dylan Garvey, Jonathan Flynn, and there's a couple of other names I can't just say yet, we're working on them. But the top 2 from the 3 rounds are coming up against the best in Ireland, the best in the world drifters. So it's an unbelievable event. It's costing €50 per round to enter, and definitely worth getting into it. I'll leave a link in the description to the Carrick and Shannon entertainment page, which is Carrick Carton, and go there to find out all more info that you need. But definitely do get involved in it. It's something new. It's something very affordable and great crack, great fun. So definitely do click the link in the description and head over there to that and get your name down for one of the rounds. It's going to be unbelievable. You get to meet all these drivers and get to compete against them. So definitely worth getting onto. Right, back to this 320D. So I've just got my very big battery charger on the BMW now. The battery is completely gone. So I'm just trying to get enough power into it. Well, it's not gone, but it just keep running down from all the cranking. So I'm just trying to get enough power into it now. And yeah, I've done a couple of turns on it, and it's starting to fire now. And yeah, I'll wait till this battery charge, the big battery charger up the front, charge up the battery a little bit. And when there's a lot less noise, I'll show you. I've made a mistake. Just not all that great, but I did make a mistake. And I was watching a couple of videos on YouTube last night, and yeah, let me show you what I done wrong. But I may not be out of the woods yet, but I'm hoping that this is the problem. After that, we're going to have to go further in depth, but I really do hope that this is the problem. Right, it's kind of dark in here, but yeah, my big battery charger up there has been on for quite a while. Oh, I don't know, will this work? You can feel the pull on the car there on the Avensis, World Avensis. Right, hopefully. Come on, work 320D. Oh, it's very close. Very close. Okay, so we are starting to fire a good bit better, but what I'm seeing a lot of diesel down there, so I might just take off this intake again. I may have some pipes leaking somewhere along the line, so I need to check that. I'm just checking. Yeah, it looks like they're all the same height, but it is starting to fire, but I wonder, am I losing pressure? And diesel is flowing out here, so it's all full of diesel. So I'm going to take this intake off again and just check that I have all the pipes tight. And I'm on my own shed, so it's going to be hard to kind of see what's leaking while trying to turn at the same time. So we may call for Abby, give us a hand, see where the diesel is coming from. Checked all my injector pipes, and they're all tight. I don't know now, I have a problem with a copper washer down there in that injector. Injector is in there, it's well in there. So yeah, so basically, I suppose while I'm here and you can see it, this loom here for the injectors, yeah, I had it on the wrong way around. So basically this one was on this injector, so they were all wrong. So probably in the firing order, it wasn't shooting the right injector at the right time. So yeah. So it's been a couple of days since I'm back in the shed, but Love Car Parts has hooked me up with a new battery, because the battery of this thing was gone beyond the point of charging and was really getting on my nerves. So I just went and got a new battery, and a good friend of mine, Shannon McKeown, I've got his computer. I want to thank everybody who commented on the last video, basically telling me that I needed to get a computer on this. The computer I got, I don't know if it's going to be enough to trigger injectors and things like that, but look, I'll plug it in and see. Maybe it will, maybe it won't, but I'm going to plug it in and see what the hell is going on here with this 320D, and it'll give me a little bit more information and see what is going on. New battery will probably help, because the other one just kept going flat. So hopefully we can start seeing some progress on the 320D, because it's been in my way here for the last week and things are stacking up on top. So I need to get this going and get this out of the shed by the end of this episode. Oh, Monster Energy must have delivered. Got loads of cans of Monster. That's going to keep me going in here now this evening. So that is the new battery in there. So we should have lots of power now. And I'm going to plug this in, and hopefully it's going to tell me some information as to what is going on in here. So we just got this plugged in. Tell me a lot of fails and stuff like that, but we'll just let it run through and see what is coming up and what is wrong with this car as to why it will not start. So this is a thing that I was suspecting, fuel rail pressure sensor. So we've got that, and we've got a heater controlled circuit 1 bank sensor. Heater plug 1, mass or volume airflow. Yeah, that could be an issue with starting as well. I did think about that. We might try that. And then EGR, not to worry, but this is something to look at here. Not really worried just about that, and this one here. So let me just see. I wonder, I'm going to see, can I see what pressure is in the rail now? I'm going to check that and see. Sound of a reeky diesel. The computer told me a couple of things, but something I have been thinking. Let me turn this off. So something I have been thinking, the light is shining. Abby's car, I got this car to the point where it was firing and then dying out. And a little bit back, you might have seen it on one of the YouTubes, Abby's car was doing the same. And it showed me on that airflow meter. I got out, plugged out the airflow meter, and hey presto. She runs! Seems a little bit lumpy, but I have all the manifold and I have everything stripped off it, so I get all that back on and probably run a bit shit with the airflow sensor being plugged out as well, but it runs. Yes, can't wait to shred this thing again. Other notes. She's a Reeky York, lads. Okay, it's working. This lad here plugged it out and it worked. So all my bleeding of injectors and all that sort of stuff, and the advice I got on the comments, thank you very much. There it is, lads. Boils down to that. So I'm gonna have to get one of these. Actually, I have one on the spare engine over in Keelan's, so we might spin over, visit Keelan, get one of these boys, put all this back together. But the 320D is running again, so get this all back together, get it all running right, and maybe we'll run without this actually, because I have like all the intercooler pipes off and everything, so maybe that's causing it to run a bit gammy. But great success. I really need to open the door. Look at all that reek. Look at that. She's only delighted to get going again. Right. Fresh air. Oh, great. That's right. But a little rubber washer and off the inlet manifold, rubber and nut that goes into the manifold somewhere, is gone into the engine, and I'm going to insert a clip here. You know when something falls and disappears? I'm going to insert that here. That's exactly what that's like. It's somewhere in outer space now, but luckily got the spare engine. I'm going to go over to the inlet manifold, over to Keelan, see who he's getting on, get the airflow meter and get that little rubber and little chatty malatty, and then I should be able to assemble this back again. Great start. Pieces of the puzzle. So got another airflow meter, we'll try that and place that one, and this is what I was talking about that went into infinity. So yeah, goes in there, sorry, in there. So now get this all assembled back together again. Okay, we're getting there. Whole inlet manifold back on, intercooler pipe back on. This just looks all a little bit messy now, but yeah, it'll be fine. It will do the job. I just need to put on that little tin there just to hold the dipstick in, and it's looking like we're ready to go. Oh yeah, I'm going to plug this in and just leave it out for now, and see if the car will fire with this, just to check to see if it is working. But yeah, get the tin for that before I forget it, and just tighten up everything, and maybe we might see some burnouts at the end of this. Fingers crossed. Another thing I do want to do though, I want to let the oil out of this, and I want to change the filter on it. As you've seen from the bash video, blowing turbos, all that messing, and the rocker cover being off the engine, water getting into the engine. Yeah, so I'm going to run it for a while and then just drop the oil out of it. Oil and filter. She should be good to go again. So, right. Do that first before I forget about it. And make sure everything is tight. And, yeah, getting places. Okay, that's the dipstick tightened up and everything else is tight. I've just plugged this in just to see if it'll work. And car's out of gear. No. So, this one doesn't work either. God damn it. Oh, unplug it again. Give it another go. So, scrap and scrap, but she lives again. So just for the crack, the car was running, just checking over everything. I decided to plug back in the airflow meter. Turned off the car, started it again, and now it's working. I don't know, I don't care, but I'm delighted this thing is going again. I just can't put into words how much crack this car is. So, gonna leave it run for a minute. Might take it for a little bit of a test drive in Mexico, and make sure everything's working okay. Some diesel burnouts! She works again. She's very, very, very smoky. Yeah, I don't know. I just need to give it a whole service. I'd say there's just oil and diesel absolutely everywhere, but it works. So that is one car ready for the bash. Down. And we're going to move on to Abby's car next after this one. So still think we're down on power. You can see some smoke rising there, but yeah, a lot of shit and water and stuff got down into the engine. Seems to be down a little bit in power. Could it be the airflow meter? Don't know. But she's running again, and it's nice to be able to have the car moving around. And yeah, kind of weird. Plug out the airflow meter, car started, went and got another airflow meter, plugged that in, then went to start the car. That wouldn't work. Then plugged in the old airflow meter while the car was running, tried to turn it on, turned it back on again, perfect, working again. So yeah, strange one. But anyway, the 320D lives again. I do need to get a little bit of a test in this, so I may talk to Keelan and we may take this thing over to Keelan's just for a little bit of spin. Just seems lagging or down in power. Look, may need to check over just another little bit, but that is out of the shed. Now I need to go back in the shed and absolutely clean it out because it's a complete bombshell. I'm not bombshell. So yeah, gonna clean out the shed. Super happy that that's working. Next, we need to start stripping Abby's car and getting it ready for duty fabrication. Abby has some big news as well. Some big sponsors coming on board with Abby, so I'll wait till the next episode to let Abby tell you who's come on board with her, and I'll let her tell you all the plans with her car. It's long overdue, but we're getting back to it. 320D done, Abby's car next. Thanks for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it might have helped you in some way or another with getting a 320D going. But thanks for watching. Make sure to like, comment and subscribe, and we will see you on the next one.